Improve Your Chess in 7 minutes, we will analyze some games I played over the internet. The theme of this game is how early attacks can be very dangerous and sometimes backfire, and the power of double attacks in chess. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. This opening is called the Italian opening. The purpose of the opening for white is to develop quickly bishop and knight and be ready to castle short. Also, it places the bishop aiming the f7 pawn only defended by the king. The game followed with knight to f6, which is a good opening move because it develops a piece and attacks the unguarded e4 pawn. Nonetheless, it gives the opportunity for white to put another piece attacking the f7 pawn, which happened in the game. Knight went to g5. A couple of defenses exist for black. We'll show the counterattack defense used by black in the game. Bishop c5, knight takes, bishop takes with check, king takes, knight takes pawn with check, king to f1. If we freeze the game now, we see or we imagine that white is possibly in advantage because he has more material. He has a bishop and a pawn, and black has just captured 2 pawns. Also, white's threatening the rook and the queen, which are big pieces. The queen worth about 10 points and the rook worth about 5 points. So if white manages to win the rook, most likely it has a winning game. Nonetheless, black has centralized pieces and the king is exposed and somewhat centralized. So the game went as follows. Rook f8, pinning the knight on f7. The knight cannot move because if it moves, would expose the white king to check. This is not possible in chess. So white moves the queen to f3 with the purpose of unpinning the knight, releasing the pin on the knight, and also attacking the black knight. Queen moves to h4, defending the knight in e4, and here the game followed as such. Check to the king, interposes protecting the king, check, king has to move to e1, and then one of the best moves of the game, knight jumps to d4, threatening to take c2 and fork king and rook. Look at the game now. Freeze this panel. Look how many centralized pieces black has. The black king is safe. The white king is centralized and not safe, as we'll see soon. So king moves to avoid losing another pawn and a rook, but then comes the final blow with knight to f2, checking the king and forking the rook, and open up the diagonal to the queen. So here the options for white are not very good. It either takes the knight or moves the king. Let's think that it moves the king. The only place to move is here. Then black can take the pawn with check. The king has to go either through e2 or f1, in which case first black will take h1 and then black will take a1, and will be too many pieces for white lost to stay on the game. So here white decided to take, but this is the least or not so bad option, but it's still very bad because he lost its queen for a knight, and the game in terms of material is won by black. And in fact, in this game, in a couple of moves, white resigned. So I hope you have enjoyed this game and what we could learn from it, which is basically the power of double attacks in chess and the fact that early attacks may very well backfire on you. Thank you very much for watching.